Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack.
I don't care if we never get back. Let me root for the home.
Out of the park. Out of the park.
What up, GT? Thanks for the subscription. I gotta put my phone on silent. Sorry, y'all. Yes, to get to 500K, yeah. Did you make a bracket? No. Oh, this is your superpower? Can you share that? Song's almost over, by the way. And then we're gonna lock the bracket. We're gonna jump in. Oh, speaking of which, let me full screen this. While the song's going, we're gonna reset fatigue for both leagues. Oh, this is your Super Bowl. Wee! What up, JC Swish, man? All right, we can exit Spotify. That was some, I think that's public domain, right? That song? Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I'm pretty sure that's public domain. So all the DCMA truthers and enthusiasts of DCMA, rules, that does not apply. I don't think, for that song in particular. I studied this. All right. Good evening. We are live at the Tahini Classic. This is the 37th installment with the season 58 end of season rosters. I'm in the process of resetting fatigue. I'm also covering part of the screen, so let me actually move me. The bracket's still open. I'm not going to close it for another like maybe minute until after I reset fatigue, which I'm doing now. Fatigue is reset. I almost flipped my consonants for those words. This should be a good one. I think I put in the thread only 3 minors versus majors matchups to start us off in the opening round, but there's going to be, because of that, there should be more minors and majors matchups in the Sweet 16 than we're used to seeing. So I think that could cause a little bit more chaos than I think people expect. Let's get after it. I'm gonna lock the bracket. We have a ton of y'all who made brackets. This is a portal perk that y'all, when you log into the portal, in the left side you could see the announcements area. Before, I would post these and nobody checked announcements in the forum. I mean, if you would go in announcements in the forum like manually, like you were one of probably 10 people overall doing that. But if you logged in the portal, you saw this thread as one of the main threads on the side because people kept replying to it, so it was at the top. So we had a lot of entries this time, over 100. We're at 113 right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock it. Let's get a prediction though. Actually, I'll get one going. Oh, perfect. It's already prepped. This is the standard opening round prediction. Will a minor league team beat a majors team in round 1? Yes or no? Simple prediction here with channel points. So I'll keep it open for 5 minutes. We're gonna maybe keep it open a few more minutes. Yeah, it auto completed for me. My Microsoft Edge is legendary. Speaking of which, I need to pay my COA dues. I do it manually. I don't do auto pay for that. Yeah, the bracket's still there. I actually updated the commands as usual. I love that in the thread I keep track of history as well as in Discord, but there's a few teams I've never won it before, and I didn't notate that this time. If you look at the thread, a ton of teams have won it, but you don't see the Demons on there. You see the Surge twice, but you don't see who else? You don't see the Crabs. You don't see the Demons. You don't see the Crabs. 2 teams that can make a run this time. I think yeah, I think that would be fun for all of us to witness a new champion who's never won before. I think it would also be interesting to see if the Stars can lap everybody and continue to run up the score. They have 6. The next best is 5. So a lot at stake. But yeah, Demons and Crabs are 2 teams that have never won it. And there's one other team that I'm missing that's never won it. Let me see. Why am I blanking on that? Towards one. The Raptors? Yeah, the Raptors. The Raptors, the Demons, and the Crabs are the only 3 teams that have never won the Tahini Classic before. I think the Demons put themselves in a good position to do that, and we can look at the actual bracket here. They have a bye. The only team I mentioned out of those 3 that have a bye in the first round, with a pretty favorable second round if Sweet 16 to get themselves probably a pretty secure Elite 8 spot. But anything can happen. It's a Tahini Classic. I'm going to lock the bracket now, though. Let's get started. The prediction's just about halfway. I hope I'm not cutting someone off who's trying to make a bracket right now. 113. This is up there with one of the most we've ever had, which I'm very happy with. Back in season 22, I shared my screen in Discord in the main server, and Loki was watching. A few others were watching. I know Beaver was. I know Miss Obvious was at least tuned in some capacity. And in that Tahini Classic, the first ever Tahini Classic, the Apex lost to the Swifties, and they made a media thread, and I'd love to find it. I may try to find it after the stream, but what food do I get? Fast food. They brought back the quesarito at Taco Bell, as per my source, my friend Corey. McDonald's is always a good go-to because anything with a rebate program, it has a good rebate program. Taco Bell has an incredible one. McDonald's has a really good one as well. I think Taco Bell has the best one. Yeah, that's a great question by Tampa. We got to know what's near you. The double decker. Who got rid of the double? Oh, you're talking about Taco Bell. Yeah. I mean, they're always cycling in food items, but the quesarito I remember being really good. That's if you don't know, that's a quesadilla mixed with a burrito. Pretty self-explanatory. But how much time we got on the? All right, let's lock this. I was waiting for that prediction to wind down, then I was going to lock it. All right, I'm gonna hit start the tournament. One time, so every time I make my own bracket, I get really paranoid because one time I was making my bracket and I was about to make my bracket. I accidentally locked the whole tournament instead of making my own bracket, and it screwed everything. It was like the kind of chaos I don't like. I like the Tahini live chaos. I don't like the chaos that I create. Yes, talk about download the app right now. Everyone should. Yeah, Bianca likes the Crunchwrap Supreme. Great option as well. Yeah, you order through the app and then they don't make it till you get there. You just tell them, hey, I have a mobile order for, let's say your first name is Piffer, last name Fish. Like, I have a mobile order for Piffer. And then they should, they'll start making it once you get to the Megacom, the megaphone thing, the microphone. Oh, you're in Nova. Nova? Oh, Northern Virginia. Oh, yeah. Slide to Taco Bell then. At least that's my option. All right, let's go to a real time. Oh, let's make sure, actually. I forgot. That would have. Okay, that's not. There's no games today. There's games tomorrow. So let's actually get to tomorrow. And let's get to the schedule. And let's make all the start times the same so we can maximize chaos. And then we have to switch leagues. Then we'll hit save. What's up, Ivy Y? I believe in State College as well. Oh, check DM. Okay, hold on. I'm on it. He's trying to win. Oh, I see a couple of messages. Okay, move Crocwell. Hold on. You're here. I'm bad at this. Let's go to pitching. You want a three, so you want a 3-man rotation. You want to move Crocwell to the pen, 3-man rotation. Middle relief normal. Big Rooster, none specified. Oh. Avoid high leverage. Okay, Big Rooster. Avoid high leverage. John Whitman. And Anthony Stover. He's trying to win, y'all. Yes, you can. KDR, that's I think I put it in the thread. You have to read the fine print though. Um, Enoch, how does this look? I think I did it right. Let me save. I need a thumbs up in chat. But yeah, KDR, if you read the thread, if you read the first post, I'm pretty sure I put it at the bottom now every season that if you're live with me and you're either a GM or in the war room, or if you're not in the war room, you've been given clearance by your GM to be allowed to make changes, then I am listening to all changes throughout the tournament each round. Unlimited. So yeah, New York's trying to win. Enoch's done this before. He's got a couple titles under his belt. Actually, just kidding. He has one singular title under his belt, but one's better than zero. And I know the Demons, Crabs, and Raptors would like to say they had one. So, save one more time. Let's get after it. We're gonna confirm all the start times are the same. Excellent. A trophy is a trophy. Amen. We're the only sim league that does this, and I know ISFL reached out. One of their powers that be reached out to me many moons ago, asking, if I can help them, and I gave them some help for sure. Oh, wait a minute. Third round. Oh, we got a little beef in chat. Not Taco Bell beef though. We're talking like sports beef. Alrighty, let's do a real-time sim. It's always makes me nervous. Okay, we're just gonna go top left. We're gonna jump after it. I'm gonna stop blocking. I know the write-up is really good because it tells you what's going on. We got Surge Crabs. It's actually a great matchup. Please remind me after this round that I need to flip home and away based on the higher seed. Let's go. That's hit high and caught for out number one. That was a starting pitcher. With Joe Random on the mound for the Crabs. That's a ground out for out number two for McDaniel. We'll see what we got here with Thompson. Thompson hits it deep, but caught and left for out number three. We'll park here probably for a full inning. Oh, JC Swishman's in chat, by the way, as we know. That's a ground out. Traveler will ground out for out number one. Zalewski will ground out for out number two. And now Summers with Swishman on the mound. Is that a 1-2-3 inning for Swishman? It is. Great work from our boy. So now we're going to zoom out of here. Wow, Toronto's already pouring it on the road against the Flamingos. All you minor league bettors are trembling and sweating. What else we got? We got a tie game. The other two minors versus majors are tied. The Rougarou do have a runner in scoring position, so we're going to take a peek and see if they could bring it home to give themselves a lead. Oh, geez. See if it... Oh, it corrected itself. So, note, Rougarou corrects itself. That's a pop out for out number three. Here we go. Anderson against Kaufman. Kaufman will walk Anderson. Matthews will strike out. That's a base hit for McTater. That's a single. A two-out single. And that will be grounded out for out number three. We'll give the Rougarou one more chance. We only got to see them for one plate appearance last time up. That's a ground out for Shu. Becker. That's a walk. Steel flex. Strikeout. Wolf. Strikeout. God. Snack reacher. Snack reacher in their duffel bag. I'm going to read chat. John Harbaugh got fired, y'all. I know. They want him to go to the Dolphins. I kind of like McDaniel, but I'm also not good when it comes to knowing what I'm talking about. Wait, did I get a message? Hold on. Okay, I didn't. What's up with Vaseline 2 earned runs? Wow, Florida not playing well. Let's go back to the majors. Seattle in a nail biter. I know it's early, but definitely a little bit of concern there. Let's see OBX with 2 runners in scoring position. Let's see if they can put on some runs. That's a walk for Ghosty against Scud Muffin. That's a ground out. And the Wheelers with Scud Muffin on the mound work out of that chaotic jam. Black Baby Jesus. Yes. More Taco Bell beef in chat. Don't tell COC I'm encouraging that. But that's funny. Magic with the lineup. Max with the walk. What's up, Lone Star? What's up, gang? Yes, sir. We may have to do opening day again. That's a double play. Great defense from the Aviators. We're going to give them an opportunity to bat. Oh, that's deep. That's gone. Patrick Eschenbaugh got a hold of that one. 358 feet, just enough to make it a 1-0 ball game. A solo shot here on the road at the Wheelers Park, Baltimore Memorial Stadium. That's a walk for Jones. Oh, Richards. Jones will steal second. I have to look at the schedule. I'm bad at that. That's a ground out for O. Richards. I'd love to take opening day. If it's taken, then that's for the best, obviously. Good for that person. Thank you for streaming. That's a ground out for Mori Mora. Hopefully we don't get a lot of 15-inning games this time, Lone Star. That's a line out for Slow. But the Aviators do take a 1-0 lead. Yeah, I think we had like 3 straight 15-inning games on opening day last year. Something like that. Yeah, we had a 17-inning game. Yeah, I mean, like Tampa said, we want the chaos, but at some point, we got to move on with our lives. Hey, watch streak. Let's go, Lone Star. Okay. Bears taking care of business. New Orleans taking care of business. We got a runner on first. We got 2 runners in scoring position. Let's see what Florida does. They're trying to make a comeback against Toronto. They're at home. That's a grounder. Oh, they turned 2. Wade Silliams threw the perfect pitch to force the grounder into a double play. Bobby Briggs was the one who grounded. And we'll stay here for one more inning. Why not? This is a good matchup. Oh, it looks like an error in left. That's Hunter who reaches second. Did they call it an error? No, it's a double. Okay. So just a great hit. A sharply hit ball. It's a pop out for Bailey, the third. And that'll be out number 1. A 3-1 count and a walk for Hinckley. Animal Kingdom on the mound. Already up to 79 pitches. And then walks Dinger. So Juice is based for Windsor Jr. Oh, but that's a perfect play for Florida. That's a pop out. That's helpful. Now you have a force out at every base to end the inning. Wallach. New pitcher. Skylar Stevens. Oh, and that gets past the second baseman. 1 run scores. The second run also scores. Oh, he's out? Who was out? Okay, the throw home was safe, but the runner on third, running to third, was out. Regardless, that's a 2-run inning for Toronto. And infield fly. Yeah, you got to yell it. You got to yell it with purpose so the whole world can hear you. Let's go to... oh, man. Seattle Lunar Base is still tied, but this time it's 2-2 instead of 0-0. Anchorage Outer Banks is only a 1-run difference. That's one of your closest games, and that's a minors versus majors. Buffalo got to come back, right? Yeah, I mean, it's only a 1-run deficit. That game's actually later than all the others, so we're probably going to take a peek here soon in that one. No runners on base in any of these games. All right, this has got to be rare. We have 10 games going live, and not a single game has a runner on base. This may be a Tahini first since we started doing it this way. That's pretty wild. So I usually go, runner on second or better. Let's jump. A Tahini first. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what game to watch. I guess Let's check a tied game. Why not? Who's on second? Tahini on first? It's funny. Will it correct itself? It will. I like that it's been correcting itself. That's a pop out from pass. Let's stick here for an inning. A tie ball game. Lunar base with 4 up to bat. They will ground out. Aria Blue Sky on the mound. Oh, true. 2 balls on a batter is good. Thank you, MJ. By the way, you were the first chatter. I didn't shout you out. Welcome. That's a pop out from Justice and a line out from Caracas. Or Car Crash, excuse me. Wow. I got other things on my mind that said a city name. That's a line out. Oh, there goes a base hit. Wow, that was very, very fiercely hit by Pee Wee Reese. Oh, Healer, easy pop out for out number 1 with Nansen on the mound for Lunar base. We got Johnson up. Johnson will ground out to first. And can you take me higher? Oh, and it does go higher. It goes over the center fielder's head. And it will actually score a run, too. A RBI double for Can You Take Me Higher. 3-2 ball game. And Seattle now has a lead. MJ never left the stream. Yeah, MJ is always here. I love it. Well, that game now became a 1-run game. Providence has 2 on with 2 out. Boise has 1 on. They're down 4, though. Let's go check the minors. Only 1 base runner in the entire minor leagues, but it's a tie ball game. And it's the 7th inning. We may have to. It's the furthest game besides Lunar Base in Seattle, which we just watched. Let's go to California, Kansas City. Will it correct itself? It will not. I don't know if I can't stay here. I can't do this anymore. Let's go default. Let's get it. So, 2 on, 2 out, top of the 7th. You got Dumper. I've got a Dumper in the batter's box against William Nilliam, pitching for the Hepcats. Their first pitch will be thrown right here in relief in the 7th. Let's see. And the 0-2 pop out to the pitcher, and that ends the top of the 7th. Great work by William Nilliam. Now let's see. Lilo Dallas multi-pitch on the mound. Still the starting pitcher for California. Kirkland, though, rips a single to start us off here in the bottom of the 7th. After the 7th inning stretch. That's a Yordong strikeout. Player to be named later will also strike out. Great work by multi-pitch, and that's a base hit for Slamson. Slamson forces 2 base runners. Whittle. That's a walk. Panda. Juice is based. Here we go. It's crunch time. Now a new pitcher, Shigeno. And that's going to be ripped to left. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And the Hepcats take a 3-1 lead here in the 7th. Oh, and that's going to be a wild pitch. But now 2 runners in scoring position, but that strikeout ends the 7th. However, Hepcats have taken a 3-1 lead into the top of the 8th. We're going to zoom out a little bit. Look at the Bears. All the Rana's supporters are upset. They're petitioning. Oh, Buffalo. Hey, we talked about that game. That is a 1-run game, and you do have action. So guess what? JC Swishman, you got your wish. Here we go. We're back in this game. The game we started with is the game we're watching. Starting pitcher, 2 on, no outs against Joe Random. The starter's still in the game for Providence. Let's see what happens. That's going to be popped up and popped out for out number 1. McDaniel with 2 on, 1 out. Random still in. That's deep. That's not deep enough for a homer, but that's going to be a scored run. And Buffalo has tied the game with a Shrimp McDaniel RBI double. Will they pull Joe? They have not pulled Joe. And the grounder to second. And the runner's out at home. Great work to move in the infield and make that play. That's great management. And the pop out from Dog Maple ends the inning, but Buffalo has tied us up. I think this is the only tied game. Let's check the minors just to be safe. Yeah, the only tied ball game, and it's the latest ball game we have. So we have a top of the 8th here, but that's a 4-run deficit. Let's go. We got a good game here, folks. The game we started with may be the game that we finished first. Paolo Zalewski versus Rakeem Rivers. Head-to-head. The 1-0 count and a ground out for Zalewski. So Rivers off to a good start here in the bottom of the 8th. But Summers draws a walk. Good eye there. Full count walk. Another full count, but that's lined out to right. That was Baltz. So 2 outs for Rivers in the surge. Love will draw a walk. This is huge. 2 on. One of those runners in scoring positions. Considerations. That's deep. And that's caught at the warning track in center field. So Providence had 2 base runners, and Rivers was able to get out of it. Here we go. Top of the 9th. High ball game. Honcho. Base hit. Drops in center. Joe Random going for the complete game. And that's a wild pitch. I thought it looks like it hit the bat. I guess not. That's a strikeout looking for Blair. So Random punches one out. But Colon is now the relief pitcher for Providence. It's a strikeout for out number 2. Let's see if this pays off. That was a 3-pitch strikeout and then a ground out on the second pitch. Great work from Randy Colon. Stranded a base runner for Buffalo. And now Providence, bottom of the 9th, first round of the Tahini. Will we get a walk-off? It's a line-out for Mayfield for out number 1. Rivers still in the game. He's given up no earned runs. Back again. Will walk to first off the full count. Boys to Chess. What the heck? Quake. Lays down a bunt. Was unsuccessful. Chess steals second. So now you got the runner in scoring position. Quake, though, strikes out. It all comes down to Traveler, and now Pash Babas checks in for Buffalo to pitch. This is deep, but not deep enough. I thought it had enough. We're going to extras. We're going to take a quick pause. Actually, the Sloths are in the bottom of the 9th. This is Seattle held on to win 3-2. We didn't miss anything there. They were winning 3-2. It's not a walk-off. Don't confuse yourself. Focus. Minors. Nothing doing. Hepcats held on. Hepcats won. Everything else is pretty much out of reach. The Sloths are in the bottom of the 9th. They're down a run. Buffalo's in the top of the 10th. There's only one out. We probably want to see the Sloths for that final out, right? Yeah. It could be an epic situation there. Don't want to miss it. So we got one out left here. Mander. They ground out? They do. And De La Vue, Boise, against one of the best Tahini teams of all time. Boise, no Tahini championships ever. They move on to the Sweet 16. What a game. And look at this. We missed the top of the 8th and the top of the 9th. Boise stormed back. They scored all 5 of their runs in the last 2 innings. Wow, we missed it. Congrats to Boise. That's huge for them. We didn't miss literally anything in Buffalo Providence, so we're good there. Yeah, I know. We missed an epic one. I mean, we were watching an epic one. Buffalo Providence has been good. So, I mean, that's sad for all of us who could have seen some epic comeback situations. Yeah, that's the ultimate bracket buster. I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card, on their Ouija board, on their bracket, lotto ticket. So, yeah, let's go. We got one good game on, so let's just get back to it. And then we'll see what else is going on. Congrats to Boise. That's huge. Okay, base hit for Mio. Randy Colon still in the game. Keeping that pitch count low. Oh! Why'd you run? Great throw, though, from Quake, but just a head scratcher. Pitcher. Base hit, and you wonder, that's a double. You could have possibly scored that base runner. At least had 2 runners in scoring position. But here we go. McDaniel with 1 out. Stolen base is safe. So pitcher now on third. McDaniel in the batter's box at the plate. That's a walk. Thompson with 2 on the corners. Grounder, 4-6-3. and they get out of there. That would have been just 2 outs if our base runner didn't go, and they, whatever. Providence, game on the line against Patch Baba. You got Zalewski who strikes out. One out for Summers. Line out to short for out number 2. Here comes Baltz. Oh, and a bobbled ball. Didn't even make a throw. They're calling that an error. They're scoring it as an error, I should say. Love. Fielder's choice. We're going to the 11th inning here in the opening round. So multiple extra innings in one of our games here to start us off. Dog Maple will pop out to left. My bracket's already busted, so I don't care about this result, honestly. Honcho. Strikeout looking. What a beautiful pitch by Randy Colon. Blair also strikes out. This time, another great pitch. Caught him looking. So now back to Providence. Another chance to walk it off. Considerations. This is the 3rd straight opportunity for Providence to walk it off. Considerations will strike out. Pash Baba. That's their 2nd strikeout in this one. That's going to be a ground out. No earned runs given up by Paj. Now 2 full innings of work. Back again. Grounds out. And we're going to the 12th. Oh, yeah, it's 1:25 a.m. Now 1:28. Thanks for catching that. That's a walk for Andrews. On base. Count Crabula checks in for Providence. They're deep. They're tapping into their bullpen. That's a ground out. They let the runner move to second, though. Pitcher drops one in right. The runner comes home. The runner scores. Great hit. Clutch play by a starting pitcher. Their 2nd hit of the game. Couldn't be more important. Surge lead 2-1. And that's a line out for McDaniel. So the Surge have the advantage. Will the Crabs respond, or will the Surge hold on and move on? That's a Quake ground out for out number 1. Traveler is 1 for 5. Baba. Now 3 straight innings of work. 3 clean innings for Baba. Final out now for Zalewski, who's cold as ice. That's a strikeout looking. And the Surge stun the Crabs on the road and move on to the Sweet 16. Unbelievable. 1:40 a.m. local time in Providence. Wow. 4 hours and 47 minutes of just pitchers duel baseball. Player of the game was Swishman. 6 2/3. So what a great game. Providence's first loss of 2026. Dang, I don't think like that. I just see each day as another day. I don't live a very exciting life, you could tell. Great one there, and I think that that ends it. That was the only good game. Toronto held on to win. We're gonna finish the sim. No minors teams won though, according to what I'm seeing on the screen. So we could score that as no, unless I missed something. No, there's only 3. 1, 2, 3. All 3 won by majors teams. So at least that looks good for my bracket. But, the Sloss losing absolutely destroys me. I picked the... No, you didn't, bro. No way you picked the Ronas, bro. They got absolutely demolished. Okay. Let's start scoring these, shall we? Let's finish. We're going to score these in the master bracket and then go through top performers. Let's start at the bottom. Swifties. Oh, we didn't get to see them. Yeah, I saw you in chat. I think that was Lone Star. Yeah, unfortunate. 3-1. The bad guys won. Good win for the Kingpins, though. Let's see. We saw the Sloss lost 5-4. Let's see what else we got. We didn't. Oh, wow. The Toros absolutely dominated. We didn't even get to see that game at all. And you would expect that game to be a little closer. Bears won 16-1 if I can find it on my list. Yep. So Bears got a dominant win. They'll move on and take on the Raptors. That's going to be a great game, I think. Hepcats won 4-2. What else we got? Aviators won 9-3. Our favorite time of the night is coming up soon, which is going to be looking at the standings list, how everyone's shaping out after one round, if we have a perfect bracket or not. I'm not hopeful that we do, but I would like to see one. When we first started doing this and HO approved it, which was nuts, by the way, I was able to use math and odds with Beaver's help, OG Beaver, OG GM of the Swifties. He helped me present data to HO showing exactly what the odds are of a perfect bracket. And it was so low. And I'm like, hey, come on, like, let's do this. And luckily they approved it. And it's been a cool carrot to dangle for many, many real life years. Seattle wins 3-2. Great win for them. Let's go Toronto, Florida. I know Toronto won that. Yep, they won 8-5. I think I only got one pick wrong in my bracket. Let's check. I'm excited, honestly. New Orleans. That game go 9-0. Good win for New Orleans. Took care of business. Alrighty, here we go. Moment of truth. What? Bro, did I score it wrong? How am I only 6? What did I get wrong? Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a homer and I picked the Swifties. I forgot. Yes. Don't reseed. Yes, we're gonna flip home and away. Thank you. Let's go back to that list. Hold on. I was just so dumbfounded. We did, however, have no perfect brackets, so we do have 2 incredible brackets that are literally 1 point from the highest score potential was 74 going in, and it's a Garsh and a Lost Old Man. I'm sure their only miss is the. Oh wow. Oh wow. Their only miss was Surge Crabs. Let's see this one. So that was Garsh. Let's go a Lost Old Man. This is interesting. Oh, and their only miss was Hepcats Firehawks, which was also my pick, I think. Dang. Wow, look how close they were. Ugh, so close. And that game was very close, 4-2. So, unfortunately, 113 brackets, not a single one perfect after just one round. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So all you perfect bracket hopefuls, optimists, not having straight up not having a good time. Yeah, I'm in 56th place. I'm terrible. Where's Bianca? Oh, 23rd, not bad. All right. Let's save first and foremost, and then let's go to game day, which is not today. Oh, let's go top performers. Jacked up from the Bears, not complete game, 5 hits, 0 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and a win. AJ Boucher, 2 for 5, 2 bombs, 6 RBI. So both hits were homers, 6 RBI, 2 runs scored, and a dominant win over the Dillos. And Joe Kelly, 3 for 5, a homer, another 6 RBI day from a player, and a run scored, and a 16-1 win. So the Ranas took the brunt of that. 2 of the 3 players dominated over the Ranas. That's okay. They're a bunch of bots. I could talk my talk. Let's actually end today and then verify there are games tomorrow, which there are. Let's Let's get to the schedule. Okay. Should the Kingpins be at home? I don't think so. I think the Lemurs actually had a bye. Yep. Okay, so that's good. Let's go to the majors. Let's first focus on start times. Okay, now let's focus on home and away. Voyagers had a bye. They should be home. Yep, they're the 1 seed. Seattle definitely should. Yep, they're the 9 seed. They should be home. Demons, Aviators, Demons should be home. That should be. Everything needs to be. Okay, Apex, I think is good. Let me see. Yep. Let's go DVS. We had a bye, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Boise should not be home at all. Bruce City should be hosting. And Vandals definitely should be hosting. They're the 2 seed, so we're good. Let's save one more time. What's the closest game on paper? This is a good question. Is it DVS Cancun? I like to do best game on paper as a pick 'em for the round. This is kind of a rivalry game. No bias. But I think it's 11 versus 6. I think that's the closest you're seeing in this round. Yeah, it's a 5 seed difference. So let's do it. Who will win at DBS? We'll keep it open for 2 minutes. Cancun at DVS. These are all your pitchers, Holly. Shout out to my wife. I'm not pitching. It's going to be, I think, Guy Rousey against Benico. We talked about the Demons in the pregame. So there's 2 teams remaining that have never won before. The Crabs, unfortunately, are eliminated. So we're down to 2 teams remaining that have never won before. Those teams are the Demons and the Raptors. The Raptors pulled off a major upset on the road at San Antonio in round 1. One of the best games we had. Unfortunately, we did not get to catch any of their comeback. They scored 5 runs in the last 2 innings and won 5-4. Stunned the Sloss fans in their house. Demons get to play their first game of the tournament. They had a bye. They're playing the Outer Banks Aviators. So they're going to be a team to watch. I know that Enoch is the only GM that made any changes at all, and I just audited my DMs. I don't have any. So New York gets to play their first game of the tournament with all these changes infused into their team. So that should be interesting. We got a prediction going. Wow, a lot of folks betting on the Toros on the road. They had a dominant win at home in the first game against Nashville. They won 8-1. So will they continue their offensive prowess? Bruce City had an offensive juggernaut of a game against the Ranas. Can they be the only minor league team to beat a majors team in this tournament? They're in position to do so with the home game against the 23-seeded Raptors. Kingpin's Lemurs should be a good one. Kingpin stole one against my Swifties. Oh, Black Baby Jesus, you're going to be in the mix. I like that. Hey, the more the merrier. I'll make all the changes. I've said that many times. So let's get it. I love it. More passion towards this tournament. That pleases me. That's a lot of bread on Cancun. Yeah, a lot of paper being thrown around here. Not making dinner. Well, now you got to share. You can't just cook and not share to the people. We're all hungry. Every athlete in Cancun is taking this. Yeah, when you have like more, what are they called? All-inclusive resorts. If you have more all-inclusive resorts per square mile than any team in the PBE, yeah, it's hard. I made enough chicken for everyone. Okay. Let's go. Wait, chicken dip? All right, let's get after it. I think the prediction's done. Let's get to a real-time sim. All right, we're showing the minors. Oh, these games haven't started. I paused too quickly. Continue. Pause. You made chicken dip? Oh, man. That's my favorite dip. I'm assuming buffalo. Ooh, quesadillas. Yum. Man, y'all. I mean, food is in my name, so I can't really avoid food. I look at food every time I log into the forum in the portal. 5 pounds of chicken? Okay. Crock pot dips. Okay. I may you may have me investigating after this. You may need to message me, Lone Star, if you have a recipe. Let's get after it. Let's see Enoch. Enoch, are you there? That's a strikeout for Bonga. Strikeout for Shu against Joey Moose Jr. So far, so good for the Voyagers. But that's trouble. That's in the gap. That's Ingram, hot hitter, carrying over from the last round. That's a double, a 2-out double. Here comes a base hit. Will the runner come home? They will, and the runner scores. The throw was wide, and the Rougarou jump out to a 1-0 lead. A strikeout from Becker. 88 cents a pound. Sheesh. Okay, 1-0. Let's see New York's offense. That's an easy ground out from Payne. Here comes Tage. Another ground out. Shadow. Shadow will ground out, so they go down in order. The Voyagers do. And the Rougarou are holding on to a 1-0 lead. Vandals have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. DVS Cancun is a pitcher's duel so far, but it's super early. Detroit with a couple on. The team to watch. The only team with a bye that's never won before. Strikeout for Dollarson. Nerd. Grounder, 4-6, but not the 3. So Poe will strike out swinging. Wow, great work from Brigham Irons. Did you put Nola in your bracket to win in this round, Black Baby Jesus? Sheesh. Strikeout for Slow. Oliver. Pick me, pick me. I'm a pick me. That's a pop out for out number 2. Strider on the mound for Detroit. That's a ground out. And let's take a peek around the league. Toronto's got 2 on. That would be a pretty incredible upset. Cancun's got a runner on first. Let's go check out down in the minor league PBE. Lemurs have jumped out to a 1-0. Oh, Boise Brew City is tied. Definitely a game to keep an eye on. But we had 1 runner in scoring position. It's in the Toronto-Seattle game. Toronto with a runner on second. Oh, geez. That's a strikeout. We'll park here for an inning. It's a good game so far. Let's see if it stays that way. Nathaniel Foote on the mound. Hernandez kisses that ball goodbye. What a hit. That's a solo shot. And Seattle jumps out to a 1-0 lead right when we tune in. That's a ground out from Mets. Wellerman. That's a pop up and pop out for out number 2. Pass. That's a base hit. It's a single. Pee Wee Reese. And then pass is safe at second. Sliding head first. Reese with a single. And now Pats will score from second. Seattle up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. And finally, Nathaniel Foote forces Healer into a ground out. A fielder's choice at second. Now we'll let Toronto respond. That's a ground out for out number 1 for Dinger. Windsor draws a walk. 1 on, 1 out. That's Wallach with a pop out. And the fielder's choice out at second. Seattle maintains control of this game. Wow. We're going to have to jump to Indy Buffalo for sure. Oh, Bruce City, though. Bruce City. A minor league team with a runner in scoring position looking to take the lead. DVS has jumped out. New Orleans still holding on to a 1-run lead. Kansas City has scored 2 runs. They're still down 2, though. Oh, and Chicago's tied it up, and they have a base runner. Oh, these games have been awesome. Oh, we're in for a treat, y'all. The Sweet 16 is not disappointing at all. Oh, man. Bruce City in a tie game. You got to give the nod to the tied game and the fact that it's minors versus majors. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Side duck versus JB Rayner. Rayner, 0 for 1 in this ball game. A ground out. We're going to keep this view, whatever. 1 out. After that, ground out. That's out number 2. This is Bebe. Runner on third. Craig strikes out looking. Side duck works out of that. Let's see how Boise responds in the top of the 5th. That's a walk to first for Tweedlecock. It's the DH. Singh pops out to left. Flies out to left, I should say. Shota Takahashi in for Bruce City. That's up the middle. That's Hughes. Runner moves to third. Safe. Had to check, make sure that was good. So 2 on. Runners on the corners. Rysand. Do they get the out at home? They do. So now 2 outs after that out at home and a ground out from Texas Rangers. So Boise couldn't put a run up on the board despite the action on the base paths. Oh, sorry, Rainier. Thank you, Black Baby Jesus. Ruiz will strike out. We're going to remove ourselves. Let's see what we got. While Chicago leads over to one of the highest rated seeded teams, 3-1. Definitely keep your eye on that. KC's got a base runner. They're down 2, not in scoring position. New Orleans does have a runner. New York, though, leading. KC has a base runner. Cancun has 2 base runners and a lead, which is different than what we saw. Let's see if New Orleans can bring this runner home. This game is close. It's a 1-run game. That's a ground out from Boucher. And we'll probably stay here for 1 inning. At least another half inning. New York, Ramirez, ground out. Oh, wow. Cancun destroying my Scorpions. We have had 0 good runs with DVS with Bummas that I can remember. That's a base hit for Payne. 2 outs and a full count. So the double for Payne. And now Nolan Tage will strike out. We'll give New Orleans one more chance to respond. That's going to be hit hard to right. That's caught for out number 1. That's a base hit for Wolf against Joey Moose, who's still in the game. That's a line out to short. Out number 2, Johnson. Chikason, base hit. A shallow left field blooper. So now 2 on, 2 out for Steelflex. A strikeout looking. Unbelievable. Great work from Joey Moose. A 3-pitch strikeout. So let's go save game. Detroit taking care of business. DVS was down 5. Now they're only down 2. Oh, wow. Chicago pouring it on. Bruce City. Bruce City. Up 4-0. Yeah, Indy with a monster outing on the offense. 8 runs already over Buffalo. Seattle up 3-0. Pitching a shutout there. Vancouver taking care of business. But we should probably watch history. We talked about it. Bruce City, that was a game to watch. Bruce City, a minor league team. Unfortunately, the bet specified round 1, so none of the technical PBE lawyers can get me on mistakenly scoring that bet. It said round 1 on it. However, this is awesome. Boise, that's over the center field. It's had Splorger. Will we see a comeback here in the 7th? Tweedlecock will draw a walk to first. Nobody out. Sink will pop out. Out number 1. Hughes will walk to first. So Juice's base. Top of the 7th. 1 out. That's hit hard to center. It's dropped. 1 run scores. 2 run score. A bases clearing double for Rysand the third over Fire Aaron Boone. And the Boise Raptors are within 1 run here in the 7th. That's a base hit on the right side. They send the runner, and it's tied. Boise has stormed all the way back, down 4. And it's 4-4. They get the fielder's choice out at second. Gauthier. So now Mom Spooner. That's going to drop. That's a base hit. Runner moves to third. Smalls. That was their first hit of the tournament for Mom Spooner. Great timing. Oh, this is hitting the gap. And that's going to be a 2-run double for Smalls. And the Raptors lead 6-4. What a game. 4 straight runs scored by the Bears. Now 6 straight runs scored by the Raptors in back-to-back half innings. And finally, Sporter strikes out. But the damage has been done. Let's see how Bruce City responds here in the bottom of the 7th. That's a ground out for Kelly. McCheesy, strikeout. Giraffe, up the middle, base hit. Fire Yeti Taz. Valor, that's a base hit. Wait a minute. Not so fast, my friend. Oh, they send the runner. Giraffe went around the horn. And that's an RBI double for Valor. And now the Bears are within a run. Pop out for Rainier. Got you, Black Baby Jesus. And, oh my. It's a 6-5 game. We're going to just a quick little pause for the cause. Chicago taking Louisville. Wow, taking them down. It's still some ball game left. New York's got a base runner. They're down a run. I'm going to take a peek there since that's the only runner in scoring position that we see. Let's see how they handle the situation. They're down a run. They're at home. They got a runner on third. Gator McCraw up to bat. 1 for 2 in this game against Leo Gonzalez. Relief pitcher was only given up 1 hit. A strikeout looking. Oh, and that was right there, painting the corners for Leo Gonzalez. That was unbelievable. I mean, it's a 1-run game. Kind of want to stay here, considering that it's a 1-run game. But Bruce City Boise's also a 1-run game. And that's minors versus majors. And it's further along, so we're probably going to go back there. Let's see the Bears offense. That's a base hit for Bebe. Against Thunder Miller of the Raptors. This is hit high to center, caught for out number 1. Ruiz grounded a pitcher. They get the out at second. They do. That's going to be 2 outs now. Kiso up to bat. That's a strikeout. Boise has a chance to add insurance. That's a big grounder. Ground out. Daniel Martin still in for Bruce City. Another ground out, this time to third base. 2 outs. That was Texas Ranger, now Gauthier. And they go down 1-2-3. Now the Bears are setting up for a chance to tie it or win it. Kelly. That's a ground out to short. Thunder Miller still in for Boise. DeHay, that's going to drop. Hit the wall in left center. That's a double. So the tying run is now in scoring position for the shortstop Giraffe, who strikes out. Valor having a great tournament. Skies this one. It's deep. It's gone. The Bears walk it off. Vidal Valor. That ball shot up to the sky and went over the wall, and the Bears walk off the Raptors to advance to the Elite Eight. What a game. Oh, my. Whew. That was awesome. Give my headphones back in. I thought the game was over. That's rare in this game because that animation, the way the ball traveled, that animation is like 9 times out of 10 a fly out. Vidal Valor the third, unbelievable. What a tournament for Valor, batting 800. I don't think it gets any better than that. You went 2 for 5. You went 4 for 5 against a majors team. Shoot, that's awesome. Shout out to Valor. OBX top of the ninth with bases loaded. Hold on. So the Bears walked it off. Scorpions lost. I'm about to throw my phone. I'm kidding. I'm chilling. KC with a base runner. We're good there. Sorry. It's a 3-run game. That's why. Now, Lemurs. Winning is the first objective. Okay. Well, OBX, this is a great situation. I love situations. Because this is a bases loaded situation. And they're down 3. So all you have to do is bring home these base runners, right? Easy. Done. 2 outs. That's a strikeout for Duke. Pythagoras. That's hit high. That's deep. That hit the wall in center. 1 run. 2 runs. And they clear the bases and tie the game. Eschenbaugh. Patrick Eschenbaugh. A bases clearing double with 2 outs in the top of the 9th to tie the game. Unbelievable. And that's a ground out for Curtis Jones. Thank you for the seltzer. Appreciate it. Buckshank against Robert Smith. Buckshank strikes out looking. Another great game, y'all. OBX with bases loaded, 1 out. Tied it up. That was insane. This is deep, but caught for out number 2. That was Sean. Bobrist against Smith. Bobrist will ground out. OBX gets to live another day thanks to Patrick Eschenbaugh. It's water. More action? Nope, that's a fly off of Richards. She knows me better than I know myself. That's out number 1. Shout out to Bianca. Mori Moro will strike out against Belfour. Belfour strikes another batter out. This time it was Bazooka Slow. And let's see Detroit. Another opportunity to walk it off. Dollarson will draw a full count walk. Alpha Nerd, that's in the gap. Dollarson. Will they send him? They don't. They don't send him. They don't send him. Alpha Nerd. Nice double. Poe. With no outs. Oh, great play at short. Unbelievable. Ghosty with the game on the line. Saves the game with a defensive play. Unbelievable. Slamis. Intentional walk. Good decision. Great decision. Guile. Oh, that gets past the second baseman. They were moved in. And Guile and the Demons walk it off and move on to the Elite 8. Wow. Perfect placement on that hit by Guile to steal this one at home, because that one, this game looked dangerous after that top of the 9th, but Detroit in the bottom of the 10th walks it off. So it's 2 walk-offs we've seen in this very round. I think that's it. Yep. And Chicago held on to win. That's huge. That's pretty much a bracket buster if I've ever seen one. So let's I'm going to score that bet. A lot of money on Cancun. And y'all won. Y'all won some money. Who bet on that? Can I see? Let's show me. Oh, Swishman? Okay, I got you. All right, let's go Cancun. Unbelievable. 7-5. Stunning the DVS. A team with a bye losing. All righty. All right, let's finish them. And let's score these in the master bracket, shall we? Start at the top. Rougarou win 5. Oh, New York was the number 1 overall seed. I didn't even see that. 5-2. They go down to the Rougarou, who are on an impressive run so far. Vandals, they won 5-2. Same score. Good win for the home team. Seattle, they blanked the Pathfinders 8-0. I'm watching UCF versus Oklahoma State in basketball on my other screen. So forgive me, I'm a little distracted. We'll see Bruce City. They won 7-6. We did see that live. That was epic. Let's see. Louisville, a stunner. Oh, whoops. Let's go world scores. They lost a stunner 7-5 to the 14th seeded Kingpins. DVS, they also lost 7-5. Same score. Shout out to the Toros. Great win for them. My Scorpions struggling again in the Tahini. Nothing changes. See, we're in a new year. Same me. My team can't win the Tahini. I've won one Tahini. That was with Lunar Base a while ago. Apex. Let's see what they did. They won 11-5. Surge, their run ends here. The 20 seed. And now the moment we've been waiting for, of course. Actually, let's go through the top performers. Let's not block the top performer because that was an incredible performance. Let me move my camera down a little bit. Revin Sean. How about a 2-for-4 homer, 5 RBI, 2 runs scored in walk day, and a win, and a walk-off win for their team. AJ Boucher, 3-for-5, 2 bombs, 4 ribbies, 2 runs, and a win against New York. An upset. And this was an upset despite the seeding being against an upset. This was actually an upset on paper. Minor league team beating a major league team. And this batter went absolutely nuts. A walk-off, 4-for-5, 2 doubles, a homer, 3 RBI, 2 runs scored. Valor went absolutely crazy. Your top performer of the day was a minors batter versus a majors pitching and defense. Unbelievable if I've ever seen it. All right, and now what we've been waiting for, the prediction list. God, I'm in 69th place. That's not nice. Wow, Raji's in first, but their score potential is super low. They have the Voyagers winning, which is why their score potential is low. Anura GB in second place with a really good score potential, tied with Griff. So Raji's in first with the highest score currently, but that will probably change as we continue the tournament. Let's see what we're beyond. Oh, Naspace has a good score. Oh, Bunky in 16th. Okay, I like it. What's the score potential? 61. Okay. My wife in contention for a Tahini Classic Championship for the predictions challenge. So let's save. I didn't even do that yet. Let me see Tampa. Tampa's in 40th. Way better than me, man. I mailed it in. I made my bracket like half hour before I went live. This is the worst performance I've had in a long time. Pathetic even. Let's finish the day and then get to the Elite 8. 828. I love it. Make sure there's games tomorrow. There are. I don't know why I like doing that. I'm neurotic and paranoid all the time. 828. I love that. Bianca made her slates as well. Let's get to the schedule. Let's do the times first. These are all 4 matchups. Let's confirm who should be home and away. Seattle should be home. Good. And Indy, wow, that's going to be a great game. Indy, Detroit. Let's see. Cancun should be home. Good. And Vandal should be home. Excellent. So let's do another pick 'em. This is going to be awesome. Who will win? Detroit at Indy. This is a division rivalry, just like last round. We did a prediction, a Twitch prediction, and it was a division rivalry, and this is also a division rivalry. Demons Apex. This is a long one. This has been around for a long time. Demons Apex in the Elite Eight. Only one can make the Final Four. The Demons have never won before. The Apex have won a couple times, if I'm not. Yep, twice. So let's see. All right, you got 2 minutes to bet. Actually, while y'all are betting, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, let's get after it. The Elite Eight is here, y'all. Let's go to the. Let's make sure these start times are good. All right, we're good. Here we go. This should be a fun one. We still have one team left who's never won before. The Raptors and the Crabs have been eliminated, but the Demons are still in it. Let's start this real-time sim and then pause. Vancouver, we haven't seen really any of them. Last round, we didn't see them at all, so let's give them some love. That's a strikeout for Valor. A player to watch for sure who's on a tear. Rainier with a strikeout against Andy Beans, another strikeout. I'm kind of sad we didn't see my wife on stream at all. I just realized that. I'm a horrible husband in the last round. That's okay. They won, though. So I'm not completely in the doghouse. That's a single for Strange. Strange will steal second without a throw being made. Phillip against Pizzanator. Phillip will pop out for out number 1. Not yet. Yeah, let's see how this game goes. Brishkesh will line out to left. McLovin. That's a base hit on the right side, and that's going to be a run scored. Detroit jumped out to a 1-0 on the out of town. But the Vandals up 1-0. EVC, that's going to drop in left. That's going to send the runner. And that's going to be 2-0. EVC not having a good iteration of the playoffs, but a good hit there. Stolen base for EVC. Now Walker. Brooks Walker. Oh, that pitch was, wow, perfectly pitched, perfectly placed by Pizzanator. It's 2-0 though. We're going to jump out for a bit. Wow, New Orleans. Unbelievable run they're on right now. Detroit. Wow, Chicago-Cancun is tied? The only tied game. Let's jump to it. Damn, we didn't see DBS last round either, so it's fair, by the way. I just realized that. Let's see if this... Oh, it doesn't not. Bird's eye view. It would be good if I could see everything, but I can't. I can't see any of the outfield. Like, I'd be chilling with bird's eye view, but not that set up. So, a couple base runners. That's Cortez and Brolina against Chudagalson. Oh, this one's crushed. Jeez, that one was aggressive. That's a 3-run blast from Miles Meredith of the Cancun Toros. And the game was tied, and now it's 3-0 Cancun. Tyler Deathridge with a strikeout. First out of the half inning. Gagne lifts this to right. That's going to be caught out number 2. And the Toros, wow. It was the only tied game. Now it's tied no longer. Child with a base hit. Solo. Child takes off. Safe. Solo with a runner on second will ground out. Here comes the Kingpins offense. We'll let them respond. Poffenberger, that's a strikeout. Monopolitsky, excuse me, strikeout against John Cowgill. Wow, make that back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. Striking out the side. And let's get out of here. Seattle with a couple base runners, including one in scoring position. Let's check them out. They're down 4-0. Let's see if they can make a dent in this deficit. That's hitting the gap. They send a runner. Well, they send 2 runners. They don't, but that's a run scored on the board. That's Hawkins against Whiskey. Hernandez drops one in center. 2-run score. A 2 RBI single for Nico Hernandez, and it's 4-3. Rougarou up a run. That's a strikeout for Mets. Wellerman. That's a grounder. Oh, and a 6-4-3. Great defense from New Orleans. But this game has now been made a game. It wasn't a game, and now it's a game. Let's see. Vancouver's got a couple base runners in scoring position. That game's kind of ugly, but in the spirit of the strike zone, that's a strikeout. That was Burgers. Now Lancel hits one into right. Runner's safe. It's 6-0 Vancouver. That's a ground out for Perez. So let's see the Brew City Bears Valor. That's a ground out. And was it a game? It was. That's a line out to right, a fly out, excuse me. Bebe. Ooh, strikes out swinging at a pitch way inside. And things are actually happening in this one. I'm not going to say what is actually happening, but things are happening. Indy, perfect. We haven't seen this game yet. Now we have an opportunity to do that. My Knights are getting destroyed. This is sad. That's a strikeout for Callahan. First out of the inning, but they got 2 on. McKinley, strikeout. Wow! Hercules Mulligan struck out the side after putting 2 on. That's incredible. Wow, way to work out of that. Guile. Oh, and Guile will reach first via an error. Guile takes off and is safe at second. Jam pops one out to right. They send the runner. Runner is safe. Buckshank Strikeout swinging. Maurice Bernard. Pitching for Apex. Sean will walk to first. Bobrist. That's going to drop. It's a base hit. And a runner moves to third. It's 3-1 Detroit thanks to the Bobrist RBI. Strikeout swinging for Dollarson. Goldberg, grounder, ground out for out number 1. We're going to stick here for one more half inning. Enderman will line out to third. And Euclid will ground out, and Mulligan taking care of business in that half inning. Nothing doing for the Apex. These games are all at least 2 runs of 2 runs of deficits for each game. No runners in scoring position other than Chicago, which we will let them get their time here in the sun. Here we go. That's a base hit for Phillips. They send the runner. Runner is safe. And Chicago's on the board. They're down 3-1. Thanks to the Phillips RBI double. Oh, that's hit hard over the center fielder. Making a 3-2 ball game. El Grande Mexicano with a monster hit over the center fielder's head to make it a 3-2 ball game. And this pop-up is an infield fly. Not going to yell it, save my voice. But Chicago scores 2 and puts the Cancun lead to go from a 3-run lead to a 1-run lead. That's a strikeout for Ohikal. Chutigal Sun on the mound still for Chicago. It's a base hit for Victor Cortez. Rolina. Oh, the 3-3 double play. Heads up. The first baseman, that was Pants. Pants caught it, walked a few steps, stepped on the first base bag, and now they get to bat. We'll let them bat one more time before we get out of here. That's a ground out for Vega. That's a ground out from Poffenberger. Monopolitsky will fly out to right. And yes, Black Baby Jesus is correct. This could, in fact, be Detroit's year. They're holding a 5-1 lead in the 7th. New Orleans stunning Seattle, the champs. I think. Yeah, they took down the Vandals. So, New Orleans on a miraculous run, in my opinion. That's pretty miraculous to do this. They already took down the 1 seed. Now they want to take out the champs. Detroit, the team to watch because they've never won before. They are looking poised to make the Final Four. Let's check out Chicago Cancun. It's the only 1-run game that we have. Will they let us? Yep, here we go. Meredith lines out to left. Out number 1, Chutigal Sun. Forces a line out again. That's Deathridge. And a strikeout. Oh, that was not a strike. Strikeout looking for Chef Gagne. That pitch was way inside, but the ump wants to go home, I guess. That's a line out from Locke. Got Cowgill still pitching for Cancun. Babbitt Person, a line out to second. Pants made that incredible 3-3 double play. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What was the point of that? Pants will be thrown out at second despite an incredible blooper that could have been a difference. Oh, and that's hit hard to left. That was against the wall. That's Gnome Child. And that's a triple, the rare triple. Gnome Child almost went over the wall. Still got to third base. That's a strikeout for Solo. Sterling. Oh, and center fielder tried to slide and make the play. Couldn't. That let Child score. So now Toros lead 4-2. Ohikal. Now they force a double play, possibly with an intentional walk, but that won't matter. Victor Cortez got a hold of that ball. 4 for 4 on the day. Now with a 3-run blast, the Toros lead 7-2. That was destroyed. My night's getting whooped, bro. That's a walk for Brolina. And a line out to left from Meredith. Big Yosh has been in. for Chicago. Now strikes out Deathridge, but damage pretty much has been done. I don't know what else is happening. Ooh, Detroit with 3 bases loaded. Got to check that out. Chicago's down 5. If we see them come back in the out of town, we could take a peek. There's a lot of action here. This is a big opportunity for Indy to see, what they could do in a tough situation. They're facing bases loaded. Right. Well, they pitched around for the double play ground out possibility, putting a runner on first. However, yeah, Victor Cortez is not someone that you want to see. You should have probably tried to pitch around Cortez as well, but regardless, let's see what Indy does here. Oh, and Detroit jam at the plate, scores 2 runs with a double with no outs and bases loaded. So that's 7-3. Now runners in second and third for Buckshank. Flop quads comes in. Has been in. Oh, and the sac fly was unsuccessful. What a throw from left. That was Goldberg. Oh, now the wild pitch will allow Jam to score. But that was a crazy throw from left, a double play. And Sean will fly out to left, but the damage has been done. Detroit scores 3. They're up 5. Indy in some trouble. Their run could be over. Euclid with a strikeout. Rosenthal against Richard Dick. That's a strikeout for Rosenthal. Kelly, that's a base hit. That's promising, because now you got War Smoke up to bat. And that's a strikeout looking for War Smoke. And that ends the 8th. This game, all these games are kind of over. The closest game on run-wise is New Orleans, Seattle. So we're going to check in with them. That's a strikeout for Ingram. Here we go. Seattle, bottom of the 9th. Do you have any magic left in you? You're the World Series champs. You got Metz, Wellerman, and Pass versus Stu Macher. That's a line out to center from Metz. Wellerman. That's a base hit. It's tying run on deck. Pass. You couldn't see, but that was caught in foul territory. For out number 2, Reese. Last chance. And that'll do it. New Orleans moves on to the Final Four. They knock out the number 1 seed. Then they knock out the World Series champs. And they are in the Final Four. After missing the playoffs in the regular season, they're on a pretty incredible run here in the Tahini. That's why we do this. That's why we do this. Oh, the Knights pull it within single digits in ESPN Plus. But the New Orleans Rougarou are making a statement here in the Tahini. And they're in good position now to give themselves a chance to win a championship after missing the playoffs in the regular season. Here comes the Demons with 2 outs. Slamus. So here we go. What do the Apex have left? They're down 5. That's a ground out from Callahan against Richard Dick. McKinley lifts this, but it's caught and left for out number 2. Yedeth. Betty. That's a base hit. That's past the shortstop. Richard Dick. Can they finish the game here for against Goldberg? That's up the middle. So make that 2 base runners for the Apex here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Enderman. And the slow roller and the ground out. And the Demons go on the road and win 8-3 in pretty dominant fashion to qualify for the Final Four. So now you got the Vandals, the Rougarou, the Demons, and the Toros are your Final Four teams. Only 1 Legends Conference team and 3 Champions Conference teams. Dang, yeah. New Orleans is, whoever picked New Orleans to go far is happy right now. Let's finish the sim. Oh, I gotta score that bet. Wow, that was close in the betting's world, but the Demons win on the road. Let's finish the sim. Let's save it. God, freaking Knights, bro. All right. Vandals. Let's score that one. They win 10-1. Rougarou wins 7-4. Toros win 7-2. And Apex Demons win 8-3. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Prediction standings. I'm in 43rd. Raji's still in first. Hey, riding it out. Despite that low score potential, still riding out first place. Anura GB in second with the highest score potential out of anyone. See where Bunky is. I can't spell. Oh, dropped pretty low to 48th. Actually, I'm higher than her now. Whoops. That was not intentional. Not trying to get in trouble. Who paid you to mention them at conferences? Hey, it's called bias. I've only played for the Champions Conference every year since season 25, except for 1 year. The slots let me play for them for 1 year. They're my only, so I called them like my little Legends Conference team, but I've only ever played for the Champions Conference since we changed the conferences in season 25. And yeah, so a little bias there, but yeah, it's 3-1 here. But hey, that one Legends Conference team is damn good. They've been they have 2 of the 3 top performers. McLovin went 4 for 4, 2 doubles, RBI, 4 runs scored, and a walk, and a win. EVC 3 for 4, homer, 4 ribbies, 2 runs, and a walk. And Victor Cortez, as we talked about, 4 for 4, a homer, 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored. So let's get to the next day. Only got 2 rounds. Oh, whoa, we don't. Make sure 2 games tomorrow. Let's save. Then let's adjust home and away. Adjust the start times. Demons should be home and Vandals should be home. Let me just make sure. Knights aren't going to be ranked next week, unfortunately. Vandals are at home and Detroit are at home. Wow, what's the best game on paper? I guess technically Toros Vandals. Let's do it. I haven't seen much of the Vandals in this tournament because they've been so dominant. And they've only really played minor league teams from what I could tell. But this is going to be a good test for them. And of course, the other game, you got two good stories. Rougarou missed the playoffs. Demons never won this tournament before, so they get to host after winning on the road last round. So that's going to be fun. But here we go. Toros Vandals prediction. Prediction is live, so get your money in. Ooh, my neck. All right, here we go. Predictions done. We got a final four in front of you. Vandals, Toros, Demons, Rougarou. Let's get after it. They're both at 8:05, so we're going to start the real-time sim. A lot at stake here. A lot of money for our users in the prediction challenge, and a possible trophy for one of these four teams. None of which won the World Series this year. One of which actually played in the World Series. So some redemption for the Vandals. Demons, again, the only team left who's never won this tournament before. So let's pause for the cause. Let's jump into Toros, Vandals. That's a base hit for Child. Let's get a better view. Good win for Oklahoma State. It's a stolen base for Child with Solo at the plate, hitting in the box. That's a strikeout against Chuck Nasty. Oh, he cow. And that will end the inning. Let's go see how the Vandals respond. That's a ground out for Strange. And a strikeout for Phillip. And another strikeout, Harish catch, Pedro Martini. Oh, and we got action on the out of town already. We're going to make a quick jump. Detroit, back against the wall. They're already down a run. New Orleans on one of the most impressive runs you've seen in this tournament in years. That's a pop out for Dollarson. Nerd. Good contact, but lines out to center. Top of the second, Steel Flex. That's a strikeout looking. Werewolf will ground out. Ooh, this. And a walk for Johnson. Bonga. Strike three, strike out. So Detroit with Remy LeBeau, great work in that happening. Let's see what they do with the offense. That's a strikeout for Poe. Slamus will pop one up. Vandals are up on the out of town. It's a pop out. 2 outs for Guile. Wow, a lot of pitches. And a base hit. The 2-2 count, but look how many fouled off pitches. That was the 8th pitch. And it was hit up the middle for a single. Jam. The first pitch, thrown out. After fighting off so many fouls, Schlossberg threw one to the catcher, and the catcher threw one up to second and threw him out. That's a great base hit from Chikasin. Chikasin will reach with a double. Reach second with a double. That's a pop up and pop out for Boucher. Ingram with a strikeout swinging. We'll stay here for one more at bat or until the final out. Oh, it's a base hit. Shu over Remy. Shu with an RBI. And New Orleans, they lead 3-1 on the road. Unbelievable. Keep it going. That's a base hit for Becker, the catcher who made that unbelievable throw on Guile. Guile is one of the fastest players you'll see. 5 stolen bases in this iteration. 4-1 New Orleans, and that's a fly out to end the inning. We're going to actually get out of here and show this other game, Toros Vandals, some love. That's hit high and caught for out number 1, but it's a sac fly thanks to Hirschketch lifting it in the center, and it's 4-0 Vandals. McLovin. That's a ground out to first. That's out number 2. EVC, that's a strikeout to end the inning. Let's see how Cancun's offense does here. Ohikawa with a ground out. Cortez with nobody on. 1 out. And that's a single for Cortez. Brolino, strikeout swinging. And that's a ground out to end the inning. Cancun getting shut out here through 3.5 innings. That's a strikeout for Walker. Burgers. That's a base hit on the left side. Lancel with Burgers on first. Cotswold, pitching change already for Cancun. That's a base hit on the right, in the right field corner. 2 on, 1 out now for Perez. Strikeout. Cotswold is giving up a hit, and now a strikeout. Strange will fly out. Cotswold checks in and helps their team out. Let's see the Cancun Toros for one more half inning. That's a strikeout for Deppridge. Gagne. Strikeout looking Child. Oh, and Detroit tied it up. We're going to go over there. That's a ground out. And the Vandals are dominating. But now Detroit has tied up. They were down 4-2 last I checked. You blink once. Now it's 4-4. What up, Big Titty Smitty? Chickason with a single on the road. That's a strikeout for Boucher. And Chickason reaches second with a stolen base. Ingram. Intentional walk to get the force out at third, second, and first. Here we go. It worked. Oh, it did it. You're not even going to make a throw at first. 6-4 fielder's choice. Ground into by Shu. Chicken Nudes on the mound. In relief. That's a walk for Becker. Steal flex. That's to short. Oh, great play to just hand it to the second baseman. And that got chaotic, but no runs scored. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th for Detroit. Oh, this is crushed in the deepest part of the ballpark. It went over the wall. And it's a solo shot 441 feet for Razmataz Buckshank. Unbelievable. The 9-hitter. In the deepest part of the park, it's 5-4. Shan will strike out. Bobrist. That's a base hit. That's on the left side. That's going to be a double. 1 on, nobody out. Oh, excuse me, 2 outs now after the strikeout. Dollarson struck out. Nerd in the gap. Nerd with an RBI double. And Detroit was down 4-2. Now they're up 6-4. They were up 5-4. Strikeout for Poe. They scored 2 in this half inning to take a 6-4 lead. Cancun still winning by 4 in the out of town. We'll keep an eye on them. Wolf will reach with a walk. Chicken Nude still in to relieve the Demons. Oh, what a play! The 1-6-3 double play. That's rare. The pitcher had to make a full 180 turn and made the play, and the relay was perfect. That's a walk for Bonga. Bonga in there safely with a stolen base. Chickason. A line out to center, and Detroit trying to make history, trying to get their first Tahini. One of 3 teams to never win it out of the 16 majors teams. That's a pop out for Slamus. Guile, nobody on. 1 out. That's a ground out. Tim Westbrook. Struggling in this outing in relief, but trying to salvage it. That's a walk. Now a pitching change. Abner comes in, records 1 out to end the inning. We'll go to the 7th. Vancouver still winning 4-0 in the out of town. Pythagoras got Boucher to line out to center. That's out number 1. Ingram. This one's popped out for out number 2. Or flown out, I should say. Here comes Shu. Shu, good contact, but flies out to left. And Pythagoras, great outing. 0 earned, 1.1 innings pitched. Now let's see Shan. That's up the middle. That's a base hit. Abner is giving up their first hit. Oh, and that's a stolen base. Unsuccessful stolen base from Shan. That's the first out. That could be costly. It could be huge if New Orleans can continue to defend, but that's a base hit for Bobrist. Dollarson flies out to center. That's in the gap. That's going to be extra bases and a run for Detroit. Alpha Nerd. What a day for Alpha Nerd. Make that 2 RBI, 2 for 4 for All-Star. My friend, that's a strikeout for Poe. That ends the 7th. And, Cancun's got a couple base runners in the 9th. We should give them some love. Vancouver looking to win 5, looking to qualify for the championship game. And they turn 2 to win it. Jackson Kidd grounds Cortez into a double play, and they shut out the visiting Toros. The Vandals win 5-0. And they are one of 2 teams who will be playing in the championship game coming up here in a few minutes. But until then, we have to see who the other team will be. That's a strikeout for Steelflex. Detroit, on their historic run, they've made the championship in the past. I do know that's a strikeout for Wolf, but fell short. I actually want to say they've made it a couple times. Demons up 7-4, looking to add insurance. That's a Slamus single. A Slamus double. Great work to eke it out. Now Guile, 2 for 3, with 2 for 4 with a ground out, but moves the runner to third. Jam on fire. Will walk to first. Abner still in for New Orleans. Buckshank will strike out. Shan. Shan doesn't get to hit because Jam was stepped off the bag too far. Great work by Abner to pick him off. Johnson will strike out. Here comes Bonga against Pythagoras. That's a ground out. Last chance. Chikason. A line up to short. Detroit versus Vancouver in the championship game. Will be coming up here shortly. Player of the game was Bobrist. Going back to my post, the Vandals have won it 1 time. So 1 versus 0 here in the championship game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool situation. Ricey Rider says, let's go Demons. Yes. They have made an incredible run, and they've earned their right to play for a championship here in the Tahini Classic. Let's finish. Let's save. Let's score these. Let's score the bet. It was. Yep, Vandals, Toros. Vandals dominant win 5-0. Toros ran out of gas. Now let me go to the master bracket. Demons won 7-4. Actually, before that, let's just get that final prediction going. Where's Cancun with the metal chair and the money in the bank briefcase when you need? All right, here we go. Who will win the 30? Who will be hosting? Vancouver. Yeah. Let's keep that open for 5 minutes while I get everything situated. You got 5 minutes. This is the last chance to bet on the night. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been awesome. Toros Vandals is 5-0. I'm scoring that in the master bracket. And now let's see who's going to be bracket challenge champion. A Lost Old Man is up there. They got the Demons winning. So I love when this happens because you have a mano-y-mano, head-to-head, a 1v1. Oh my goodness, I'm in 80th. What happened? Oh, Bunky jumped up to 39. But here we go. It's pretty simple, folks. The stage is set. There's a scenario where P-Boomj wins if the Vandals win. And there's a scenario where a Lost Old Man wins. $10 million at stake. 10 million. What's up, Lone Star? Appreciate you, brother, man. That's really nice of you. Is that Vins we hear from the tunnel? I think I dropped, he says. Oof. Let's see Tampa. 26. I'd be thrilled. I'd be ecstatic knowing what I know about my ranking now. But this is it, folks. A lost old man versus P Boomj. This is so. Let's remember, P Boomj picked the Vandals. A lost old man picked the Demons. Chat, please remember that. Let's go. Let's get some money going. I only see a few betters, man. I want all y'all betting. I see all y'all chatting. I see you, Big Titty Smitty, Tampa, D Sleep, Lone Star. I think Bianca's watching. Ricey Ryder, Black Baby Jesus. I want to see all y'all betting. No point holding on to your money. This is literally the last game of the evening. Twitchy was here too. A Twitchy appearance is always nice. Dash was here, but New Orleans got knocked out. Hopefully they're still here. Yeah, so Lost Old Man Demons, P Boomj Vandals. I want to write that down. Yo, what up, Ricey? Boop, bot, beat, my money. Your money's my money, buddy. Oh, thank you, Tampa. Oh, you wrote it. Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you. I didn't see that. I was just typing. I didn't scroll down and chat. Appreciate it, Tampa. In on Demons first. Bet. Literally bet. Okay. I think I saved, but we should move on to the championship. Oh, let's go top performers. 1 for 1. That's rare because you had 3 walks. 1 for 1, a double, 2 ribbies, a run scored, and 3 walks. So perfect at the plate for Holden Jam and a win. Zen Bobris, 3 for 4, a double homer, RBI, and 3 runs scored, and a win. And Chuck Nasty, 7 innings, 4 hits, 0 earned, 0 walks, 11 strikeouts, and only 7 innings. That's insane. And a win. Wow. All right, let's get to the championship. Make sure there's a game tomorrow. There is. Vandals at home, perfect. Last game of the night. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll let this prediction keep going. Oh, y'all couldn't see the. Let's go back. Chuck Nasty. Y'all need to see that Chuck Nasty line. I had my freaking ugly mug blocking that. Sorry. Chuck Nasty. My goodness. Only 4 hits given up. Why'd they pull him? The heck? Let's see. 108 pitches, yeah. Still. Great work. How much time we got? All right, we can probably get started. Let's get that money in. Get your money up, not your funny up. Oh, whoops. Y'all saw my background. I'm like over here. We'll check when we get started. We got Goaty McGoatface against Thor Lore. Check my messages, see if. Oh. Oh, I just saw a message from Black Baby Jesus. I'm always down to check things out. I'm down to check things out. I'm down to always entertain things. I just want to use an offline to test if you move teams around, how does that affect like league history and things like that and team history if you move into a different conference. I don't think that changes a lot. Here we go. Everything on the line. A team that's only won once versus a team that's won 0 times. We got a big game coming up, the championship game, Demons Vandals, for everything. Oh, I see. That's a ground out for Shan. I'm interested. Definitely interested. Move this down. Thor Lore gets a ground out for Shan. Bobris will ground out as well. And a walk for Dollarson. Alpha Nerd. Oh, hold on. That's a pop out for Alpha Nerd. I can move this up now. Here we go. Demons have Goaty McGoatface on the mound. The Vandals will have Strange bat first. That's a strikeout. Phillip. That's a base hit. First hit of the game. That's a Phillip single. Phillip will steal second with no throw made. Hrishkesh. Oh, will steal third with no throw made. Excuse me? Hrishkesh with a strikeout swinging. McLovin will walk. We're on a full count. Lets that pitch go by. And some EVC. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Just hit hard, but not hard enough. That's going to be caught in center. That's going to end the first. It's still scoreless. Poe will strike out. Slamus. That's also a strikeout. Great pitch from Thor Lore. And a ground out. And great work by both pitchers in this one. But Thor Lore, great clean inning. 1, 2, 3. So let's go Walker. That's a base hit up the middle. That's a single for the hot hitter, Brooks Walker. Danny Burgers brought Walker. Takes off. Safe. Burgers. Grounder to second. Ground out. Lancel will strike out swinging. Will Perez bring home the runner? And they won't. That's a ground out from Perez. Will go to the third in a scoreless ball game. This one's hit high by Jamble. It's caught in right for out number 1. Another ball hit in a similar spot. Buckshank will fly out for out number 2. And Shan, oh, what a grab in right. Gosh. Phillip making all 3 outs himself. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Strikeout for Strange. Phillip strikes out. Hrishkesh. That's going to drop for a base hit. McLovin strikeout, and that ends the third. Wow. Great work by McGoatface in that half inning. Thor Lore is also dealing. That's a ground out for out number 1. That's Bobris. Strikeout for Dollarson. Oh, and that's the first hit of the day. No hitter broken up. That's Alpha Nerd. 1 for 2 now. That's a single. And a fly out for Poe to end the top of the fourth. Still scoreless. EVC strikeout. McGoatface having themselves an outing. That's a ground out for Walker. Burgers. That's a walk. Lancel. That's a strikeout looking. That ends the fourth. We're going to the fifth in a scoreless game. Slamus strikeout. Thor Lore make that 4. That rhymes. Guile. 5 strikeouts for Lore. Jam. And a line out to first. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Neither team has scored. Perez will ground out to first. Strange. That's a base hit on the right side. That hit the right field corner. It's a double for Steven Strange. 1 out, 1 on. For Vancouver, that's a stolen base. Safe at third. Phillip. Strikeout looking. McGoatface. 2 outs. Runner on third. What can they do? And they get the batter to fly out to center. And it's still scoreless. Runner stranded on third. Top 6. Buckshank will pop out. Shan. 1 out, nobody on. That's a base hit. Second hit for the Demons on Thor Lore all game. Unbelievable. Bobrist. Oh, and they take off. Shan, can they get some action? That's a stolen base. Safe. Bobrist. Grounder to second, but they move the runner. Dollarson. Dollarson, big hit. That's in the gap. And that will score the leading run. Shan will score from third, and it's 1-0 Demons. Intentional walk to first for Nerd. Not a bad idea. Poe. Oh, and that's a wild pitch. Thor Lore letting the game get away from them. A grounder to second, ground out. So Detroit finally draws first blood here in the 6th. 1-0 Detroit. We'll go bottom 6. McLovin. That's hit hard to left. That's lined out for an out number 1. EBC. That's a base hit to short. That's out number 2. McGoatface. 10 strikeouts, double-digit strikeouts for Goaty McGoatface in the championship, and it's still 1-0 Demons. And a ground out for Slamis. Thor Loris had a great game themselves. Only 1 earned run. That's a ground out for Guile. Jam. Strikeout swinging. Great inning for Thor Lore, but can Thor Lore's offense provide support? Burgers. This is a pop-up and pop-out. McGoatface. What an incredible outing. Lancel. That's going to be popped out for out number 2. Perez. Strikeout swinging. That's 11 strikeouts for Goaty McGoatface of the Demons. And we're going to the 8th. Demons hold a 1-0 lead. That's a base hit. The third pitch of the at-bat. And that's a double for Buck Shank over Abassi. Thor Lore has checked out of the game. That's a pop out for Shan. I got Bobrist, who will strike out looking. Great work by Abassi. Dollarson grounds out to short. And Abassi comes in, gives up 1 hit, but records all 3 outs. Let's go top of the order. Vancouver. That's a ground out. That's out number 1. Goaty McGoatface. Still in the game for Detroit. Phillip. That's a base hit. The 5th hit for the Vandals in this game. 2nd for Phillip. Hereshkesh with Phillip on 2nd. A stealing threat. Oh, and they can't throw it. So now runner in scoring position for Hereshkesh. 3-1 count. What will happen? That's a walk. Great eye by Hereshkesh. Thorne Belfour checks in for Detroit. I didn't see that. Stolen base, double steal. Both are successful. McLovin with 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. That's up the middle. 1 run scores. 2nd run comes across and scores. McLovin. First hit of the day. It's a 2 RBI single, and the Vancouver Vandals take a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 8th. EBC with a single. 2 on. Belfour. Still pitching for Detroit. That's past the second baseman. Runner comes home. Runner's safe. Vancouver. Brooks Walker with a big RBI double. A single that got moved to a double. A move to second. Burgers with an intentional walk. Lancel. Oh, and a great play from the shortstop. Dives and makes the play at home. Prevents a run from scoring, but couldn't get the out at first for the double play. And a strikeout from Perez. And Belfour had a rough inning, but it's over. Vancouver scores 3 runs. They take a 3-1 lead. Last chance. And Nerd. 2 for 3 on the day. Abassi with the 2nd hit given up. That's a big one. Poe. Tying run at the plate. Oh, pops this one up to lunar base. That's out number 1. Slamis with a runner on 2nd. This is it. Detroit has to tie it up. Oh, and a bobbled ball. It's short. Brooks Walker couldn't handle it. That's an error. E6. 2 runners. Runner scores from 3rd. They get the fielder's choice at 2nd. So it's 3-2. Days and Guile with RBI's fielder's choice out. Oh, and they try to steal and they lose. What a throw for the win. Hereshkesh with a heads-up throw. And the Vandals are champions. Unbelievable. The Vandals win the Tahini Classic. Days and Guile tried to take off for 2nd. And that was it. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a game end with a throw out for a stolen base attempt. Unbelievable. And the Vandals are champs. What a sport. What a game. And what a great pitcher's duel for the starters. Belfour and Abassi struggled a bit in relief. Now, that was an unearned run for Abassi, so didn't struggle. Wow, and Detroit made it all the way to the championship and still have not won a Tahini Classic. The Vandals go on to win it for the second time in franchise history, I'm going to post in results. Give me a second. I'm going to get the pitcher stats as well. So forgive me for seeing my snipping tool. And then I'm going to go, we're going to leave game. We're going to save it. We're going to score the master bracket. A win 3-2 for Vancouver. And then we are going to check out, we're going to end the day because that's the only way that you'll see. I'm going to show y'all. OTP is interesting. No trophy. I hit the check mark to advance. And then the trophy appears and the Vandals appear. So I'm going to screenshot that as well. The Vandals took advantage of the bye, took advantage of 2 minor league matchups, and then dominated against the Toros and pulled off an incredible win against the Demons. What a game. That was an incredible game. So the Vandals lose in the World Series, but win the Tahini. Vandals win the prediction as well. And I'm going to post for the second time in I'm going to update the history post as well in Discord. And then give 2 here. Cut them up. Move them here. And what a tournament. Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to everyone who made money. And the last but certainly not least thing we have to do is we need to honor a champion of the bracket challenge. Congratulations to P. Boomj. You are our bracket challenge champion. Vancouver with Punk. Vancouver winning allowed Punk to move into second place and collect 5 million. So thank you all for the interest. Thank you all for the brackets. No perfect brackets. In fact, we were very far away. Someone had 19 correct, but the wrong 19. A lost old man had 19 correct. That was the closest we had to perfect. Valor in 7th. Let's see how I did. 82nd. That's impressively terrible. Bunky in 12th. Had the Vandals winning, of course. Look at all these people picking the Vandals. Good for them. Lone Star. Yeah, you were in 8th. You can see that's your rank. Wow, everyone picked the Vandals. Holy moly. The top 9. Oh, wow, even a 21st. Oh, my goodness. So congratulations to P. Boomj. What an incredible. You had a perfect Final Four. Oh, no, you didn't. Seattle didn't make it. It was, huh? I'm confused. What am I looking at? Oh, the Rougarou. That's right. Yep, the Rougarou made the Final Four. Let's check JC's. Huh? 54th, way better than mine. Congrats to the Vandals. What an incredible run. This is the only Sim League off-season tournament where every team gets to participate. We saw the Bears had an incredible time from the minors. I have to make a spreadsheet now. Thank you, Big Titty Smitty, for making things harder. I'm kidding. I have to make a spreadsheet. Everyone who replied to the thread got 500K, and I'm not doing it till tomorrow, and I don't care when you respond. So you could literally have forgotten up until now. I'll post a link. If you haven't responded to the thread, please do. You get 500K for simply just posting in there. Not that hard. Says the person who just has to click 2 buttons. Blame Bailey. No, the portal's awesome. I'm a big fan. I think without the portal, we'd have way less bracket submissions. I talked about it earlier, but you could see here. Will my portal share anything bad? No, it won't. So you can see here in the announcements, this thread was here pretty much all off season. So y'all got to really take advantage. Oh, let me move myself. I'm probably blocking that. But yeah, right here. And so when you logged into the portal, you got to see the Tahini Classic. Back in the day, it would just live in the announcements subforum and nobody saw it. So the portal has been huge selfishly for the Tahini. Wow. Yeah, take a weekend off, please. Yeah, post in the thread. If you forgot, I'm not checking till tomorrow. It's pretty loose. I want everyone to get 500K for participating. So this was fun. Out of the Park is streaming. Let's go raid them, see if they mention us. That'd be pretty dope. And thank you all for tuning in. This was fun. Shout out to the Vandals, my wife's Vandals. Everybody on that team, pretty active team. I'm actually in that locker room. That's a hideous theme. Why are you dissing my theme, dog? I think I'm on default. Oh, Ezra Denny is streaming. I follow Ezra. We usually rate Out of the Park if they're streaming, though. Is Out of the Park about to end their stream? Because they've rated us so many. Oh, they rated him. Oh. Okay, good. All right, perfect. Lone Star with the clutch save there. I almost rated a dead stream or a stream that's over. So that's good. That's good, Lone Star. You deserve a night off. Do I follow you? If I don't follow you, now I do. All right, I follow you now. Thank you all for tuning in. This was awesome. We got next year, you got 38th Tahini. We got spring training, regular season a week from today. We'll see y'all soon. Go update, go in the portal, do your portal things. A lot of portal things happening, so don't miss out on portal things. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. We'll be back a season from now with the 38th Tahini. And until then, let's go raid Ezra. Have a fantastic evening. And yeah, I love y'all.
A Mad Bum, which will definitely help my team, and it will get me 2 historical rainbow packs. So really the oh my gosh, PBE Sim has rated in. Thank you so much. Friends, I say this every time, but PBE Sim is one of the best leagues out there, and it is one of the best leagues in terms of you not having to pay to play, which I really appreciate as someone who does not pay to play in anything. So if you're looking to join a league like to have a player, PBE Sim could be for you. They are fantastic. It's and I think, like I said, and this is no shots at any other league, because people are out there just trying to make their way and running leagues. Nobody's making money on that. Let's be clear. Maybe they're breaking even, but the fact that they've created a structure that actively supports a person who's not going to want to spend money is, I think, laudable. And if I were to make a player in one of those leagues, I made one for Doc's League, and then didn't, because I didn't put any money in it. They're not very good. But if I were to make a player in one of those leagues, it would be PBE Sim.
Danny.
So, friends, if you're first of all, give PBE Sim a follow, because it is A, you'll get your drops, and B, you'll get to see a well-run league, and you can start to see how they use OOTP in a very different way for a fictional league, which if you're learning the game, you can actually learn a lot about the mechanics of the game by watching how these leagues build their players and do stuff like that. A great way to do it. So there's I should have a channel redemption for do your 3-minute PBE Sim plug. Not a sponsor.
Let's go.
Although, if you want, you can. I've got some real estate. I could put a banner up.
I mean, we got money. I'll be messaging Ezra.
Boy, I needed that one, Lone Star. I needed that one the other day. So yeah, sometimes, if you're just starting out in the game and you've got you've got some perfect points, buying packs may not be the best way
Out of the
to
park.
use your points. Completing missions could
Thank you,
be a
Toivo,
much
for the
better
late
buy. So
late sub.
whatever
I'm gonna
I
end the
pay
stream. This is awesome.
for
Shout out to
This is
Ezra.
the best I've
Jeez.
ever done